there was a question about digestion and specific about celiac issues. So one of the things that's important to remember is that your gut is considered your second brain, and that there is a direct line of communication between your gut and your brain. And so digestion and proper digestion is really important for all kinds of things, particularly your heart rate, your blood pressure, your overall well-being, your brain function in general is all tied to digestion. And we did a class at the water store a few months ago on digestion. I'm sure that if enough of you wanted to do it again, Robin would facilitate that. But anyway, this is really important to understand, because healing your gut and getting the inflammation down in your gut makes a huge difference in things like seizures, in things like Alzheimer's, in all neurological disorders, in dementia. All kinds of things can be tied back into inflammation in the gut. And this is what that looks like. So on the left, you see where it says normal tight junction. These are the cells that move food along in your intestinal tract. And they have these things called cilia that move it along. So all these cells should have a nice tight junction that does not let any foreign proteins get into the bloodstream down there at the bottom. But when you have a leaky and inflamed gut, all kinds of proteins can leak into your bloodstream. And when that happens, it creates food allergies. So this is what a person that has food allergies, this is what their gut looks like. And especially with celiac disease, this is always going to be this way. And they're particularly sensitive to gluten protein. And so one of the things that makes a huge difference is that small intestine cells only live 36 hours before they're replaced with new daughter cells. And so every time you drink ionized water, remember it passes through your stomach faster and into the small intestine, and it starts the healing process on those cells in your small intestine, because it's reducing the amount of oxidation on the cell membrane, it's creating better hydration. And so as those cells divide and multiply and create new daughter cells, they become healthier and healthier, and you get these normal tight junctions back again. Now that does not mean if you have celiac disease that you can start eating gluten again. It means that if you happen to, after a few years of making sure your gut is really healthy, if you happen to get some gluten accidentally, you will most likely not have the same kind of reaction that you would have had before. So I'm allergic to wheat and cow's milk, A2 milk protein. And pineapple, still allergic. Still allergic to A2 milk. Not so allergic to wheat anymore. I can encounter all of them in a small amount and not have any bad repercussions. Because after years of working on my gut health, I have normal, tighter junctions than I used to, because mine used to look like it is on the right, and now they look more like they do on the left. And so I don't have the same kind of issues anymore that I did when, pre-ionized water days. Does anybody have a question about this? Digestion, celiac?
It would just help with whether you have SIBO, whether you have diverticulitis, doesn't matter.
I'm so sorry, I couldn't catch that.
It wouldn't matter if you had SIBO or diverticulitis. It's the same concept here as far as healing the gut.
Yes, it is the same concept. There's a slightly different text, but in all cases, The most important thing is to drink the water according to my water protocol. If you really want to see therapeutic benefits happen quickly and sustained, that's how you have to drink it, which is another reason to have your own machine, because you need 11.5 water, you need 9.5 or 8.5, whatever you're drinking, and you need 2.5 water. And so that's pretty cumbersome to have to come back to the store and get it fresh every day, which is the only way that the water is truly, truly, truly effective. You are still going to get some benefits when you're on a trial. You're still going to see some improvements. It's just not going to be to the same degree as if you had the water super fresh.